avatar, maybe talk about controversial stuff, and they think we can't monetize that. Right. Whereas they see me and they think, oh, she's a young girl, and there's lots of stuff, you know. She also talks about makeup and animals.
Wow, I didn't even think about that. And you know, it just hit me too. He did a video called anybody remember What If There Was No Religion? I think that was the name of it. He had a bunch of creators do.
I loved being part of that. Yeah,
it was a beautiful video. There was no no obscene message.
Nothing.
That was instantly.
I couldn't watch it in my country. I couldn't watch it.
It was banned in a few countries. Yep.
Yeah. So I couldn't see the full video without using like a proper.
That's they have it out for some reason. He said that it was because of maybe that guy No Bullshit was he was fighting with that, but it was a Pentecost.
Well, Kyle, it's kind of weird. People are mirroring in that video, and some people that are mirroring it, some of them got demonetized and some didn't, showing that it is completely arbitrary. Yeah, completely arbitrary. But I wanted to mention this because I don't know how long Rachel has. You know, you said something that really intrigued me because I think, you know, you, Steve, and Alex complement each other really well. I don't know if you guys recognize this, but you guys are like literally the embodiment of ethos, pathos, and logos. Steve is the logos guy, you're the most pathos, and Alex is the ethos guy. So you have the best of all possible worlds. You three really do have a synergetic effect because you complement each other really well between your strengths and weaknesses. That's why I think you watch your guys.
I agree, and especially with that garden where you're out there doing.
Oh, that was Alex's garden. Yeah. It was great to start with, and then it got to like 1 a.m. and it was dark, and there were police cars going past, and we'd been doing this. Well, I'd left home at like 1 a.m. that morning, and it was a long day. And that last debate we just did was, we were all exhausted. It was a mess.
Sure.
But it started off great.
Well, I'm not going to keep you because I know that, like you said, you're tired and there's going to be a big day tomorrow. But I appreciate you so much coming, sitting down, and I wanted to ask you one final question.
Of course.
What are you looking forward to the most about?
Honestly, I might be a little bit biased about this, but the conversation on morality between Steve and Alex. Steve was going over his stuff with me on the plane. I do not know how Alex is going to come back to that. I am very, very interested.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of juicy preview.
Steve has some very good points.
They're both smart. I mean, they're both brilliant.
Oh my God, they're both incredible.
What was the topic they were talking about, Rachel?
So they're talking about morality and kind of like objective morality, but Steve has a little challenge for the audience, and I think it's going to be good.
Oh man,
I'm looking forward. I tend to side with Steve on the whole morality thing. So I've watched Alex. I've had to talk to Alex. Alex seems like he's becoming more sophisticated in his approach to morality. He literally has. I've seen him change because what he's told me and what he's saying now slightly changed, and that's good. I think that he's actually taking on board a lot of things that Rationality Rules is saying, because I love Rationality Rules' approach to things. You know, when you have a bunch of different atheists and a bunch of different people, you're going to have differing things, right? Nobody's going to be 100% correct. So it's nice that people do take on board other people's on things.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for popping in. This was fantastic. Absolutely.
It's so great to meet you as well. And Steve, why aren't you here?
Next
Rachel,
time. I would have loved to meet you. You know that, Rachel.
I look forward to.
I knew you before anybody knew you, Rachel. I've been with you since day one.
Oh, Steve, come on now.
She was on my channel when she had 200 subs. I don't know, seriously, how many subs did you have?
Thank you so much, Rachel.
Bye, Rachel.
That was amazing. Jamie?
Oh, sure. Yes.
I mean, you have a lovely bow in your hair, so I might as well.
Thank you. Yes, I've managed to wrangle a bobby
How do you
pin
go from
tie.
Rachel to this?
Boone, one of the co-hosts of the talk show Talk Heathen, a production of the Atheist Community of Boston.
I'm going to be on there Sunday.
Yes.
Love the shirt.
Sunday,
Love the shirt.
Thank you. Swag.
Show it off.
Steve has
Swag.
I like the bow.
Thank you. Yes. It's
Now, Jamie and I have been fighting all night about a very important topic.
Oh God, I'm not a great advocate. I know exactly where you're going, but yes.
The Oxford comma.
Gotta have it.
Necessary.
It's a must.
Let's see how.
If not, you get ambiguous. You have to be able to separate the things.
Strongest possible terms.
Listen, this
is on par with the results of World War II.
The live chat's my peeps.
Let us know.
Go well for you. Tell him, peeps.
Well, you're not for the Oxford comma? you things get confusing if you don't have the Oxford. What do you like? Pineapple on pizza too?
Are you talking to me?
No, Jamie. Yeah, who's for the Oxford? Who's not for the Oxford comma? Really?
Listen, my position
You can't be friends, Jamie.
is in large part on a level of apathy that doesn't facilitate, which is going to get set aside.
Wow,
probably.
That sounds very Jordan Peterson.
Now you folded me, and I have to find something to debate with you about.
A lot of good words.
Jamie Peterson.
No, I know. I'm not actually.
Just go clean your room.
Yeah, but it makes for good TV.
Let's see.
Where we got?
Always
said
Oxford comma. We need the space comma. Yes, space comma is this phenomenon on Conspiracy Cats channel where flatters leave a comment, and the reason they always put word and then a space and then a comma. So he created the.
Yeah, what that? It's comments online. There's the word space comma space next word.
That's the Columbia comma.
I something has gone well over my bow, so I don't understand.
He's about to set up here.
But let's be real. Press 1 if you agree with the Oxford comma. Press 2.
Let's clarify the question here. Let's not Brexit the out of this.
Are you telling right now?
No, I'm just saying we need to define specifically what dialing 1 or is it 2?
Yeah. 1 is for.
So 1 is being in favor of the standard style guide that in questions where there isn't a distinction necessary, the comma is the standard. 2 is that same situation where the Oxford comma being absent is the standard. Because it's not the standard circumstances where it is necessary to push this.
Chat, I'm concerned.
Yes. He's writing that this is the beginning of the segment that he's put me on with. Or at least, I don't know. You can boot me.
Is the next great debate we're going to have on MLA versus ADA versus Chicago style? Is that going to be it, Jamie? Because I think that we need to have that debate, MLA, ADA, or Chicago style.
So here's what I will say. In practical terms, for newspapers using less ink, I entirely understand that shift in style.
See how easy that was? Now we agree.
Yes, but except that I believe you were representing is that the Oxford comma is not something that is either generally necessary in any circumstance or never necessary. The second of which is demonstrably false by a person with more information than I have.
You're starting to sound really good on this, so we're moving on to Darth Dawkins.
How do you go from Oxford comma to Darth? That's a slap.
One of the greatest interactions that I have seen in a while.
Yeah.
There was I believe it was 3 weekends.
Yes, it was at least 3.
So
it certainly felt that long.
He won't give me the time of day. Like he won't have anything to do with my. So I'm kind of like living vicariously through you. What is it like to speak to the Darth Dawkins?
Slam your head against the wall a few times, Jamie. Just bang that head against the wall as hard as you can, and that's about the equivalent.
I will do. I've been working on my Zindane Zindan strength headbutts, and I think I'm going to break through the cinder block someday.
You handled it well. I must say.
How do we get Kyle to have a conversation with Darth? I mean, we all know Darth. I go back 5 years with Darth.
You're going to end up, hey,
Kyle needs to talk.
Spoiler alert,
He has to.
Promoting things means telling people in advance. This fine young gentleman is going to end up on Talk Heathen this Sunday. Hey, Darth Dawkins.
Oh, please get up
here.
No. Wait. Seriously. Now, I know you kind of banned Darth for good reason. If Darth calls, can he talk to Kyle? Would you allow it? No, I get that. Darth is a piece of shit. Okay, trust me. I know Darth. Let me tell you this, Jamie. Let me tell you this. Darth has always been too scared. Darth, and this is true. You can even ask him. Look, if Darth ever calls, Darth has been too scared to ever go on my channel ever. I've been in his multiple times. I've been multiple hangouts with him. I've engaged with him countless times. He will not go into a forum like mine where he knows he doesn't have control because he knows he will get his ass kicked. And it's an open invitation.
What's amazing is I think
that's why I won't go on NonSec.
I'm less informed because I spend a lot of my time and energy doing stuff behind the scenes for the atheist community.
By the way, he's the president of the ACA.
Yes. Oh, thank you. I'm looking quite presidential today. So,
especially with the vote.
Yeah.
Commander in Chief.
It's a tradition. Every president of the atheist community, but no,
who has hair has a vote.
Yeah, who has hair.
Shots fired.
I'm sure they'll get mad in here sooner or later.
But you handled it really like I've seen Darth in a lot of different debates, and you handled it in a way where you were like not going to let him get you angry, which is hard to do with him. Where did that come from? Prayer?
Serenity now. Serenity now.
If I was waiting to receive patience from on high, I would have none. But zing at God. Controversial on anywhere except here. But no,
your delivery is dead on too, by the way.
Thank you. Fantastic. You know, I think my ego is the thing that I most enjoy being stroked. It's somewhere up. It's in the top 5 at least. No, it's not him. It's just, it is kind of. So,
chemistry. It's the Oxford comma.
Well, yes, indeed. It's a explosive volcano of chemistry from a 3rd grade science fair.
Are we still talking about Darth Falcon?
No, I thought we were talking about our chemistry. But what you were asking me was how I found the patience to remain on the phone with him, as I do. And I think that it was I do my best because I get this question sometimes where it's, how do you stand it? How do you stay on the phone so long?
Yeah.
What do you do? Do you take like a fistful of Xanax ahead of time? What's going on?
That was my guess.
Is there? Incorrect actually. Although you're in good company as far as that goes.
Shots fired.
I do everything I can to not just say I'm actually just really patient and want to see where this goes, but I'm kind of really patient and just want to see where this goes in terms of life and everything.
So aside from talking, since you're the president of the ACA, what does that entail? What do you do?
So the position of president of the atheist community of Austin, particularly as described in the bylaws thereof, is kind of a combination of chair of the board of directors and executive director, which means that I am on the board of a nonprofit and therefore can't be paid by it, but I'm also responsible for running the day-to-day. So it means that if I have the time and energy and initiative and the excellent community and volunteers who I would thank by name if I could memorize that many names, and who I would shower praises on sufficiently if I was able to sufficiently shower praises upon.
So polished. Such a polished.
Oh, thank you. Vote Jamie for whatever the fuck, whenever. It means that I get to kind of be at the helm of the ship and build a local community that, luckily, before I was there for about 20 years, they built up a very, very large megaphone that I'm looking forward to using. So the library is open 7 days a week. If you're ever in Austin, Texas, 1507 West Koenig Lane. It's open from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day. If you like my show, Eric is there. I'll probably be there. Any day of the week. Our producer Mark will be there, and there's always people there. On Sunday, there's 3 live premieres. Every other Wednesday, and then every Thursday, every Friday, every Saturday, and every Sunday, there's a live premiere of a show. It basically means that, I'm
growing.
Yeah, we're growing, right? I avoided getting into the specifics of, yes, and actually I'm responsible for setting board meetings, and when this happens, and if there's an emergency, I can spend money to make sure the building doesn't burn down, because I don't think people are necessarily looking for me to talk about law and procedure, although I will for hours at a time.
Right.
But, there's a bunch of friends in the room that I'd like to keep, so I won't do that.
What they want to know about if there's any collusion
between me and
the Russians.
And the Russians.
Emails.
Russian bids.
I was going to say,
Russian bids. There's a link.
If you make the trek back to Talk Heathen season 1, it's actually, oh my god, I think it's the first episode, because we didn't have a caller initially, we were talking about I don't know what, and then surprisingly, because